acknowledged.
Normally, we would perform a briefing 20 minutes before the drop, double checking the curve data, location, drop point marking, and so on. But we introduced it together a few minutes ago, so no need to do it again. Set the altitude to 5,000 feet, put the aircraft in a 5-degree descent.
Okay, so altitude to 5,000 feet. Okay, there we go. This is where I forgot earlier. Now I hit right pitch sync. Hold in pitch sync and 5-degree bank. Or not bank.
Descending.
There we
Set
go.
the aux pump to on. This is required to open the ramp.
Aux pump is on.
Make sure the computer drop switch is in manual.
It is in man.
Red light.
Red light on.
Depressurize the cabin. Set the knob to no press.
Cabin depressurized.
10 minutes, check complete.
This is gonna be so cool.
Okay, a quick recap of what will happen next. After we turn in the IP, you'll set the altimeter to 1,500 feet. Set the airspeed to 180 and descend. You'll want to arrive at the turn point at that altitude and airspeed.
1,000 to go.
At the slowdown point, you'll set flaps to 50% and start slowing down to 130 knots. Okay?
Okay.
Piece of cake.
So 1,500 feet soon. Okay, so at the turn in point, that's where I start descending and slowing down. All right, so I've got that key bound, so I'll be able to change my altitude. But okay, yeah, I'm at indicated airspeed. Okay, right now I'm at about 246. I'll need to slow down to 180. No, starting to turn. Okay, there it is. Computer drop.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Hi. Hey.
All Alright, approaching ingress point.
I think he's up. Hi. Hi.
Alright, flying over ingress point. Oh, zoom in. That's why I keep zooming in.
Set the altitude to 1,500 feet and reduce the speed to 180 knots. Make sure to keep the auto throttle and nav on after the turn and put us in a shallow dive using the pitch sink.
Alright, 1,500 feet. Boom, 1,500, and I want 180 knots. There we go. Make sure to keep auto throttle and nav on. Shallow dive using the pitch system.
Descending to 1,500, speed 180 in shallow dive.
We're approaching the turn point.
Roger.
The cues on the HUD are similar to the ones you may know from, say, DCS as CCRP for dropping bombs.
Hell yeah, spent hundreds of hours playing DCS. Baltic Dragons campaigns are the best.
Yeah, I've tried it more than once or twice as well. So in a nutshell, this is the same as dropping bombs in CCRP. You have to be on course, on airspeed, and on altitude, and things should go fine. Pay attention to the cross track, which tells you how far left or right you are from the desired course.
Easy.
1,000 to go.
Okay, so considering this is going to be like CCRP, I should probably change my release airdrop keybind. Instead of having that on the throttle, I'm going to set that on the pickle button on the stick. Yeah, go ahead, AV.
We're approaching the turn point.
Roger.
Set the ramp switch on the aerial delivery panel to open.
Oops.
Switch set.
Ramp opening.
Set flaps to 50% and reduce the airspeed to 130 knots.
Roger.
And 130 knots. Oops. There we go.
Flaps set, and we are slowing down.
That's more like 60%, not 50, but whatever. All right, perfect, set.
Okay, now set the flaps to 10% in order to achieve a 7-degree deck angle for the drop.
Set flaps to 10% in order to achieve a 7-degree deck angle. Okay. Oh, 10 degrees, so that would mean 10 degrees up.
7 degrees FPA.
Press the caution button. It needs to be enabled for the cargo to be dropped in auto mode.
Alright, press the caution button.
Caution button is on.
Alright, I need to see if I can get that. Alright, caution. Okay, cargo, caution. Let's see, what would I put that on keybind wise? Let's put those on the right MFD. Or left MFD. All right, ramp, open. Oops. Okay, open, close, and then caution, and jump.
Cargo will be automatically released when we're in the drop zone. You can also press the jump button at any point to do it, but we won't touch it today.
Okay.
It depends on what you plan on doing, AV.
Slowdown checks complete. Monitor the HUD prompts and make sure you stay within the parameters. If you see blinking carb vert on the HUD, it means you're outside the parameters and it won't drop. Keep on airspeed, altitude, and alignment.
Roger that.
Crew, 1 minute.
1 minute, acknowledged.
I will clear the CNI messages for you.
Thanks.
Set computer drop switch to auto.
Switch in auto.
Okay, so caution, jump, and then I'm gonna want, all right, drop mode. Okay, here we go. So I'll set this for, all right, so that's the ramp for the warnings. Yeah, let's go auto. There we go.
5 seconds. Green light!
What the hell?
Road clear.
Red light!
I could have sworn I friggin' hit. What the hell?
Close the ramp.
Nothing came out. What the hell? I did hit open the friggin' door earlier. Right, let's see. Ramp door, because I'm pretty sure I hit open earlier. What the fuck? Ramp. Yeah, open, close. Maybe I didn't hold it. See, I only hit it. I didn't, that's what happened. I didn't hold it earlier.
Ramp closing.
I'm gonna have to redo that at one later. Shit, we didn't get to see it fucking fall out. That sucks. And there's no way I can back up.
Ramp closed and locked.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way of backing up. Oops. Oh yeah, that would be a UI. Oops. Yeah, time accelerate, decelerate, and time normal. Yeah, you can't go backwards in time. Oh, that sucks. Well, that sucks. So I fucked up.
Flaps up.
Flaps are up.
Set computer drop switch to manual.
Oh yeah.
Done.
Press the caution button.
Caution button is off.
Box pump off.
Pump is off.
Okay. Set cabin pressure. Move the knob to auto.
Pressure set.
Now we need to confirm the drop. Press MSN on the CNI and select Carp 1 with right LSK2.
There.
Select Carp Prog next to right LSK6 and then next page.
Okay, on the drop results page.
Confirm the drop with right LSK5.
Drop confirmed.
Actually, it's not confirmed. It's still in my cargo.
Drop check's complete. You may turn around and check where the crates went. Hopefully we got a PI. And after that, we'll set up for landing.
Alright, so since I fucked up and some of you missed this, I'm just gonna quit and redo this this part. Oh, this sucks. I did not think of holding the button down, for fuck's sakes. Because it said click the open ramp button, not press and hold. Stupid fucking tutorial. I'm gonna definitely mention that on their Discord. Alright. Ah, damn it.
We will start.
Alright, so open, close, caution, jump, auto, auto, whatever, and manual. Alright, so that will be bound for later.
This mission, out of character and in a rather unconventional way. As before we move on to the fun part, we need to spend a few minutes talking about the cargo menu. The default keybind to bring it up is left control and C. Go ahead and turn it on. As it opens up, you can see a detailed checklist for different stages of flight. What is very cool about this is that you can choose 4 different fidelity levels. From stolen, as if you just stole the aircraft and want to quickly get in the air, to professional, so the checklist that would be used in real life by the pilots. However, what interests us in this particular mission is the cargo tab at the top. Go ahead and press it. Before we do anything else, switch to the Loadmaster view, press 3 on the keyboard. In the cargo menu, you can see the schematics of the aircraft. You can set the rollers on or off, as well as define the lighting in the cargo compartment. The yellow icon shows the position of the Loadmaster. You can move around using the ASWD keys and turn using Q and E, and see that the icon follows your movements. The numbers on the left, starting with 345 and ending with 1005, indicate the distance of the given line from the reference point in inches. Let's load our cargo for this mission. Select CDS Crate at the bottom and click on it. The blue outline automatically moved to the cargo space, and a blue 01 crate is shown on the right side. Here you can choose the parachute type, assign it to a specific CARP program, and adjust the timer for the parachute to open after the drop, which would normally be used for a higher altitude drops to minimize drift on descent. Move the cargo to the end of the aircraft so that its bottom part is in the middle and aligned with position 1005. It may take some time dragging with the mouse to achieve it. Also, use the menu on the right to assign CARP number 1 to it. Press spacebar when you've done this. Now add a second crate and move it towards the end, so that its bottom touches the first cargo you loaded around the position 945 and assign CARP number 1 to it. Add a third crate. Place it above the previous one with the lines touching around the position 885. Assign it to CARP number 1 as well. And finally, put a fourth crate and set CARP to 1. When you are happy, click on the Load All icon in the top right corner of the blue quadrant. Good. Turn off the menu by pressing Ctrl-C and jump back into the cockpit by pressing 1 on the keyboard, and we'll return to our flight.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
Okay, while you were reviewing the cargo data, I did a little magic at the CNI, so you'll have to enter the weight and stations by hand before we set everything up for the airdrop.
Great. I love clicking away in the CNI.
Yeah, you'll have to do a lot of it. But first, do me a favor and go ahead and enter into an orbit here.
Using the wheel?
Negative. Use a P-pause hold.
Alright, mission PPOS hold. Oh, right, PPOS and then execute. Boom. There we go. I'm in the orbit.
All right, ready.
Good. Press the MC index button.
There.
Enter the weight and balance menu.
Okay.
Here you can enter and change the weight of fuel, payload, crew members, or bags and other equipment.
Yeah, I would
Cool, you
prefer
can
flying
also
a
enter the
Super
weight of
Hornet
guns
as
and
well.
Yo Mama next to LSK-6.
Yeah, you bet. But seriously, arm is the measurement of how far the load is in inches from an imaginary reference point, which is 30 inches in front of the nose of our aircraft. Don't ask me why it's that. It's just what it is.
I see.
This info is then used by the aircraft to compute the center of gravity, or MAC, which is in the bottom right of the display. MOM, M-O-M, is the older way of counting the same thing.
Yeah, that would be
Stick to
cool.
arm. Okay, let's move on.
Sure.
Good.
Yeah, because the
Here's
four-way
operating
server
weight
did
menu.
add a mission for this
In operating
new
weight.
plane.
Crew weight is 1,200? Man, you're fat.
You can't go below 1,000 here, and with 2 to 3 people in the back, you can easily get to that number. By default, we use 200 pounds per crew member, though it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Okay, go back to the main page.
There.
Let's enter our payload. Press LSK-4.
Ready to roll.
What did you ask?
This
Pixel?
part's very simple. You enter the weight in pounds for each item, followed by a slash if it's a normal
What do you mean
cargo,
by flying
or
Rhino?
2 slashes if it's airdropped cargo. Then after the slash, you enter the arm value.
Sounds easy.
Let's start with the first one. Type 882//1005 and confirm with LSK-1.
Added. The slash is an inverted video.
Yeah, that means it's cargo that's going to be airdropped. Add the same bundles, so weighing 882 pounds each, with their arm values which can be found in the kneeboard.
Payload added.
We're ready to prepare the drop using the carb menu. This is done from the legs page, so let's start there.
Legs selected.
Now our drop point is named, well, drop. Enter its data by pressing right LSK next to it, and then MFP in the bottom right.
I am on the missions page now.
Select carb 1 and int.
I'm there.
This is where
Oh
the
boy,
button-
a lot of
the
button
PI
pushing.
position is a point where you want that first container to touch the ground. And in this case, it's accurate since that would be the drop waypoint location. That location will be marked with emerald smoke.
Roger. Can I alter the coordinates by typing them and pressing LSK next to drop? Can I use MGRS?
Yeah, you can, but it will change the waypoint name and the PI position will still be shown in lat long. Next to it, you have time on target, which is self-explanatory. Below, a few of the items have boxes, which means they have yet to be filled out.
Like anywhere else in the CNI.
Exactly. Let's start with the length of the drop zone, which should be entered in yards. All the info is in the kneeboard. Type 1095 here, and confirm with LSK3 next to length LET.
Done.
Next to it is the point of impact measured from the leading edge of the drop zone. We want
Okay,
the first
leading
rate to drop
edge
close
point
to the edge.
impact.
So enter 100 here and confirm with right LSK.
Okay.
Okay, the next parameter on the left is the slowdown distance, the point at which you should start the slowdown process. We typically use
6
nautical
miles.
so type 6 and confirm the LSK.
Slowdown distance entered.
Next is the turn point distance, so how far away you are from the impact point, we should turn into it. We normally use 10 nautical miles, and this is what you need to type and confirm.
Alright.
Okay, so finally our run-in course in true heading. The keyboard says 162 true, so type 162T and acknowledge.
Okay, it automatically added the magnetic heading as well.
DZ escape is the drop zone escape distance. Let's leave it at a half mile, which is the default setting. Now, a good habit after editing each page is to press the execute button. This is like saving data, so even if you accidentally press erase, the executed part will stay in the system. Go ahead and do it now.
Cool. Wish we also had a Control Z option. Never mind. Done.
And now press next page.
Page 2 is now open.
We'll start with the payload type, which can either be personnel, CDS, which stands for Container Delivery System, HE, heavy equipment, or bundle other. We should have CDS selected here by default.
We do.
Okay, so down to the right of that we have fuselage station. So the distance in inches from the front of the aircraft to the leading edge of the first cargo to be dropped. This info is needed by the system to compute how long it will take the cargo to exit the aircraft. In our case, it's at the very end of the aircraft and the number is 1005.
Roger. Confirmed.
Back to the left side. Number of stages determines if we're going to be doing a single stage, low level drop, or a two-stage higher altitude one. Let's leave it on one, as we'll be dropping from low altitude.
Okay.
Release system can either be extraction chute or tow, cargo release system, CRS, or not applicable, selected for personnel. Again, we'll leave it at the current selection, CRS.
Gotcha.
Chute type and number. Enter the chute list on the right. Press left LSK1 to copy the chute type to the scratch pad. Then return to the previous menu and enter it using left LSK3.
Okay. Done.
Now on to element weight and quantity. Type 882 as this is the weight of one crate /4, the number of crates we have that we're going to drop.
Okay, this is why I kept fucking up earlier and nothing was showing up in that box. Because cargo weight disparage whatever is blocking my friggin' inputs. So I need to clear that. I just realized that from playing with it around earlier. Oops.
The
There we
total
go.
changed to 3,528 pounds.
That's correct. Now, CAS on the left is the calibrated airspeed for the drop, with 140 being the default speed. However, the manuals say that if we're slick, so we're below 120,000 gross weight, we should be dropping at 130 knots, and this is what we'll use.
Sure. 130 set.
Okay, finally the racetrack option. Escape will take us back to the flight plan after the drop. It's usually what you do in a combat airdrop. L or R will set up a left or right hand racetrack for multiple drops. So let's say you're doing training and you're dropping one bundle at a time. Makes it easy. Execute to save, and let's go ahead and move to the next page.
On page 3.
On this page, we'll introduce the winds and temperature for the drop altitude, as well as winds for the drop zone. Let's start with the temperature. We'll be dropping from 1,500 feet, so we'll take the temperature at that altitude.
Okay. How do we find it?
If it's not briefed and given to you during mission planning, the best way is to use the average lapse rate. We can do that by using the temperature on the ground as a basis. A rule of thumb, it will decrease by 2 degrees for every 1,000 feet.
Oh, right. So if we have 20 degrees Celsius on the ground right now, then at 1,500 feet we will input 17.
Exactly. Let's get to it. First, the winds at the altitude, which luckily were in our brief. Type 038/04 and confirm with left LSK
That is done.
Now the temperature we talked about. Type 17 and confirm with right LSK1.
Temperature at 1500 feet set.
Back to the left side. Now we'll enter the surface winds. These would be 061/02. Type it in.
Okay, and the surface temperature of 20 degrees Celsius on the right?
Correct.
Done. What is the BAL wind speed?
Okay, so this is computed for the two-stage drop from high altitude. It's nothing to worry about right now, but we have to set the QNH, which is 2988 at ground level. Type it in and confirm with LSK5.
Okay, pressure set.
Good. Execute and press next page.
Alright, we're on page 4.
Here, we'll input altitude and elevation data, including the point of impact MSL altitude and highest obstructions in the area.
Okay.
The PI elevation is correct, so we'll leave it as it is. Obstruction elevation is the elevation above mean sea level of the obstruction that minimum clearance must be maintained. Drop zone elevation is the highest point of the drop zone measured in feet, like hills. We usually enter whichever is higher. In this case, as you can see in the kneeboard, this would be the trees adjacent to the runway, so we'll enter 68 feet.
That is a pretty tall tree.
Remember, you're using MSL, not AGL, so you have to add the height of the tree to the PI elevation, hence the 68. Type it in and confirm with the right LSK4.
So it says 500 feet. So is it 568?
Alright, the boxes disappeared from the
5?
obstruction elevation,
Or is it?
and drop altitude changed to 568 feet.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, drop
Correct.
altitude,
The
568.
drop altitude will be computed by adding the required clearance height on the left to the DZ or obstruction elevation. But we can also set it manually using a more comfortable value. Go ahead and set it to 1500 feet. Confirm with right LSK1.
1500 feet set.
Alright, now have a look at the digital map. The Cyan flight plan shows you the turn point, the slowdown point, and the drop zone. Press execute to acknowledge it.
Okay, here, yeah.
Done.
Very good. Exit the hold pattern and intercept the flight path going towards the IP. It should show on the HUD as a green square. Then enable the nav mode.
Okay, so... Alright, so he wants me to go out of that. So I'm going to go... leg. Direct intercept. IP. And direct to. And execute. There we go. I'm out of pattern hold.
Back in nav mode.
Good. Okay, so normally we would be dropping in manual mode. We want to have control over when we do that drop. But since this is the first time we're doing it, we'll use autopilot all the way. Later on, once you get the hang of it, you can practice manual drops, okay?
Sure.
This time I'll remember to open the doors properly. There's a lot of breakers. Alright, let's speed up. Okay, maybe not. What was that?
Crew, 10-minute warning.
Okay,
Acknowledge.
10 minutes until carp.
Normally, we would perform a briefing 20 minutes before the drop, double checking the carb data, location, drop point marking, and so on. But we introduced it together a few minutes ago, so no need to do it again. Set the altitude to 5,000 feet, put the aircraft in a 5-degree descent.
Alright, good thing I have this key bound. And 5-degree descent.
Descending.
Set the aux pump to on. This is required to open the ramp.
Aux pump is on.
Make sure the computer drop switch is in manual.
It is in man.
Red light.
Red light on.
Depressurize the cabin. Set the knob to no press.
There it is.
Cabin depressurized.
10 minutes, check complete.
Well, still about 20 miles until ingress point.
Okay, a quick recap of what will happen next. After we turn at the IP, you'll set the altimeter to 1,500 feet. Set the airspeed to 180 and descend. You'll want to arrive at the turn point at that altitude and airspeed. At the slowdown point, you'll set flaps to 50% and start slowing down to 130 knots. Okay?
1,000 to go.
Piece of cake.
Alright, so at IP, 1,500 feet, 180 knots, descend 5 degrees. Then 50% flaps and 130 knots. There we go, 5,000 feet. That must be a timer or something. Alright, almost at IP. And here's the bank. Do these flip down? Oh, nice. Oh, that's his... Okay, I'm guessing that's for, like, blocking the sun. Alright, ingress point. Now it's time to descend.
Set the altitude to 1,500 feet and reduce the speed to 180 knots. Make sure to keep the auto throttle and nav on after the turn and put us in a shallow dive using a pitch sink.
There we go, 180, 1500, and descending.
Descending to 1,500, speed 180 in shallow dive.
We're approaching the turn point.
Roger.
The cues on the HUD are similar to the ones you may know from, say, DCS as CCRP for dropping bombs.
Hell yeah, spent hundreds of hours playing DCS. Baltic Dragons campaigns are the best.
Yeah, I've tried it more than once or twice as well. So in a nutshell, this is the same as dropping bombs in CCRP. You have to be on course,
1,000 to go.
on airspeed, and on altitude, and things should go fine. Pay attention to the cross track, which tells you how far left or right you are from the desired course.
Easy.
Alright, I'm at the required parameters by turn point, so I'm good. I need to start to 130 soon.
Set the ramp switch on the aerial delivery panel to open.
See, it just says switch to open.
Switch set.
There we go.
Ramp opening.
Set flaps to 50% and reduce the airspeed to 130 knots.
Roger.
Alright, flaps 50 degrees. And 130 knots.
Flaps set, and we are slowing down.
So I thought that's not 50%. There we go. That's about 50.
Okay, now set the flaps to 10% in order to achieve a 7-degree deck angle for the drop.
$10 degrees. There we go. What the hell? Why am I going straight? Did my autopilot get disengaged? No. What the hell? Okay, I am following the line. What the hell? It's saying flaps to 10%. That is what I've got. Even
7 degrees FPA.
Press the caution button. It needs to be enabled for the cargo to be dropped in auto mode.
okay, caution button.
Caution button is on.
There we go.
The cargo will be automatically released when we're in the drop zone. You can also press the jump button at any point to do it, but we won't touch it today.
Okay.
Why am I going the wrong way?
Slowdown checks complete. Monitor the HUD prompts and make sure you stay within the parameters. If you see blinking carb vert on the HUD, it means you're outside the parameters and it will drop. Keep on airspeed, altitude, and alignment.
What the
Roger
fuck?
that.
Why am I not following the fucking prompts? Oh, that's what I did. I accidentally hit the wrong fucking thing here. I must have hit this knob. Yep.
Autopilot. Autopilot. Autopilot.
I was wondering why I was heading the wrong way. I hit the wrong dial earlier. I was wondering why I was deviating off course. There's the course line, or there's my intercept.
Check altitude. Check altitude.
Oh, yeah, let's go back to
Check
autopilot.
altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude.
Oh no, wait.
Check altitude. Check altitude. Autopilot.
I am way off course.
Autopilot. 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 Autopilot.
I need to go back to my fucking course line here. Oh yeah, I was looking at that smokestack. Whoops, wrong place. Yeah, let's go back to my course line, then I'll turn in. Jesus fuck. It's because of this fucking dial knob for the autopilot. I was wondering what the fuck was going on. Oh geez, was I ever off? Good thing I noticed. That would have sucked. Oh geez, yeah, because I think this is where I'm supposed to drop. Yeah, let's do a, yeah, I totally fucked up again, but for a different reason. Because I definitely passed my ingress, my drop point. Alright, let's turn back in. And I'm supposed to be at about 1,500 feet. So let's climb a little.
Crew, 1 minute.
1 minute, acknowledged.
I will clear the CNI messages for you.
Thanks.
Set computer drop switch to auto.
Switch in auto.
What the fuck? Why am I turning again? Alright,
Autopilot. Autopilot. Autopilot.
yeah.
Autopilot.
This definitely fucked up.
Autopilot.
I screwed up my
Autopilot.
autopilot settings.
Autopilot. Autopilot.
Seconds.
Yeah, I'm definitely not lined up properly.
5 seconds. Green light.
Road clear.
Red light.
Yeah, I screwed up.
Close the ramp.
This time for a different reason though. Fuck's sakes, motherfucker, this sucks. Why was it not following the right line? This stupid fucking dial. I think that's what I did wrong. Okay, now it's in neutral position. I think that's what happened. But see, I am way off course. And it's sending me away from the fucking thing again. How do I even reset this? Is that what this does? Okay, yeah, that does center it. Okay, yeah.
Ramp closing.
Yeah, I fucked up again. Ah, motherfuckers. I really don't want to do this again.
Ramp closed and locked.
And I'm totally heading the wrong way. I'm not even following the right waypoint. See, it looks like I'm about to hit that fucking hill.
Autopilot. Autopilot. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check
The
altitude.
hell, I did put flaps up.
Check altitude.
Come on.
Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude.
Oh, flaps up. Right, not down.
Flaps are up.
Set computer drop switch to manual.
1,000 to go.
Press the caution button.
Terrain.
Caution button is
Pull
on.
up.
What the hell?
Terrain.
Box
Pull
pump
up.
off.
What the shit? Why was it dropping me?
Pump is off.
What the
Okay.
fuck?
Set cabin pressure. Move the knob to auto.
Check altitude.
Shit.
Check altitude.
Fuck off.
Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check
Alright, why the fuck?
Check altitude.
I've got autopilot on.
Check altitude.
Or I had autopilot
Check
on.
altitude. Check altitude.
Oh my fuck.
Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude.
Oh, fuck sakes.
Terrain. Pull up.
Pressure set.
Terrain. Pull up. Check
My
altitude.
god,
Now
this
we
is
need to
pissing me
confirm
off.
Check altitude.
Press MSN on the CNI
Check
and select
altitude.
Comp 1 with right LSK.
Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude.
Climb, you stupid
Check
fuck.
altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude.
Holy shit, that was annoying as fuck.
Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude. Check altitude.
Okay, I put autopilot.
Check
What the
altitude.
fuck?
Autopilot.
Why am I still
Autopilot.
turning?
Autopilot.
Motherfucking piece of shit. 5,000 feet. Climb. And why am I still in a bank? Oh my god, this stupid plane.
There.
Select Carp Prague next to right LSK6 and then next page.
Okay, on the drop results page.
Confirm the drop with right LSK5.
Drop confirmed.
Okay, drop check's complete. You may turn around and check where the crates went. Hopefully we got a PI. And after that, we'll set up for landing.
Yeah, this fucking sucked. Yeah, I'm done for the night. Fuck this. I'm gonna go play some single player Tarkov before bed. I'm gonna finish the landing tomorrow. Have a good one, guys. I'm gonna redo this mission and then do the landing tomorrow.